I use it.
Because I heard a lot of stories, or I read a lot of stories that you're using even with family.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you tell the audience like percentage and in what areas?
I use it all the time with absolutely everything. It's as simple as that. All the time with everything.
Put an example that off the topic, not content creation, not business plan, like
All
all
right.
the things that we're talking about. No, you can use it even in this.
I'm trying to think of okay, so and this is early on in my use, right? Early on in my use, I came in, I was invited by my sister for dinner, and sat down, and everybody was laughing at my nephew. And I said, why is everybody? They said he's got a phobia of injections, and he has to have an injection tomorrow. So my brother-in-law, he said to me, Fahed, you deal with him. So I sat with him afterwards, and I opened up the laptop, and I started chatting with ChatGPT, and I said, hey, listen, first of all, my nephew has a phobia of injection. Is this really a thing, or is he just making it up? And he said, no, this is a thing, and it's called blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, who are the specialists that we need to speak to in order to have it addressed? And it said, okay, a psychotherapist, a hypnotherapist, and it gave me about 5-6 people. So I said, okay, I want you to act as a hypnotherapist and help us solve it. And it said, no, I can't. Because it's trained not to do that. I said, okay. I said, don't worry. We're going to see the hypnotherapist tomorrow morning. Can you just let me know what to expect?
Ooh, you bypassed it.
Bypassed it, all right? So then we got different solutions. We got one solution. One of the therapists, what they'll do is they'll try to change your relationship with the syringe. So they'll let you hold the syringe and just get comfortable with it. Another therapist gave affirmations that this syringe is for my benefit, Then another therapist approaches it intellectually, and so on and so on. And we did all of these together that evening. We went to the pharmacy, we bought the syringe, we came back, we wrote down the affirmations that he enjoyed most. We asked, what are the other reasons that people have this phobia? And it said, like, sometimes they feel that they will lose too much blood. Now, we think that's the stupidest thing on earth.
True.
But for somebody who's suffering from it, and it turns out that he did. So he thought that he would lose too much blood. So we asked, okay, how much blood in the body? How much blood do you need to lose? And how much blood will the syringe take? And And we did all of this. Next day he went and had the injection, and that's it. His phobia is finished now. And
even in this, like outside of business, outside of content creation, entrepreneurship, and so on, even on a family perspective, you can use ChatGPT.
I've used it, I've never been to a group yoga session before. And the first time, I've always had private training. Everything I've always done it with private trainers. And this one, I wanted to go into a group, and I missed it, and I couldn't understand why did I miss it. So I went and had that chat with ChatGPT, and it basically, after the end of the long conversation, told me that I had a fear of judgment. Now, ask any of my friends, anybody who knows me, does Fahed have a fear of judgment? They'll all say, hell no. But it turns out that I did actually have a hidden fear of judgment, because you go to a yoga session,
everybody's looking,
everybody knows what they're doing, everybody knows the instructor, they all know each other, they're wearing the clothes, they know the moves, and you come in as this complete newbie, and you're making a fool of yourself, wearing the wrong clothes and whatever. And for that reason, I didn't go. And then in the conversation, I said, okay, so how do we overcome this?